Of course, there will be a great need to be able to manage money, the great need for you to understand the intelligence when it comes to finance. But everyone that lives truly according to this 5 economy, I will communicate. You don't need to beg. If you beg, it's because of a want, and you can survive without a want. And peradventure you spoke to somebody and he gave you something, know that you have engaged one of the finger of greatness. Everybody you see, I tell you the truth, they have somebody they want to give something to. But sometimes they ask themselves, are those people willing enough? Are they worthy enough? Have they invested so much in their life, worthy for them to let go of that? Everybody is a giver, just that they didn't give to you. Yes. That person you say is very stingy. There is something that can resonate within the person, and the person will be willing to spend his last card. Yes. Some of the most poorest people are the ones that gravitate towards false prophet the more. Some of the most poorest people are the ones that are victim of Ponzi schemes. Some of the most poorest people are the ones that are victim of scams. That is to let you understand that even the little you have can be taken. I don't have anything. I will show you that there is something you can have. And if you believe you don't have anything, it's a good thing. Now is the time to begin to hear me. Many years ago, after I have left Lafayette, I graduated from science school Lafayette. I wrote WAEC and NECO. Both I had 2 credits. Everything is F9. My English was not correct because the school I went to, I had never been to a private school. All the school I went to is government, the one that the teachers are not sufficient. There was no seat for us to sit. We sat on the ground. We sat on the floor. Our teacher themselves, I assure you, they don't know what they are teaching us. The other day I was coming, I met one of my teachers. I wept. Do you know why? If everything this man has taught me, and he was very wicked to me that time, I went and met the man trekking, and as you could see, life has finished dealing with the man. He's waiting for when to die. And I said, if I have followed that man's advice, my future will be exactly like him. Thank God I rebelled one way or the other. See, you see the life you are living now. Obey your parents only in the Lord. If not, you will get the same result like your parents. Obey your teachers only if they are in alignment to keep into greatness. If not, rebel. It takes only rebels to become anything in life. A time will come, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, you will deviate from the things they have been teaching you for the past 10 years. It's not because of anything. Now you came to a point where you say, Kai, if I continue like this, the same way my father ends is how I will end. The same way my mother ends is how I will end. And I want to submit to you that many of them had first-class degree. Many of them had a very good school certificate. Many of them even own schools themselves. Yes, they have schools. Some of them even had businesses. Some of them had all kinds of things. Some of our mothers are the best mothers you can ever have. Some of our fathers are the best fathers you can ever have. But they have nothing to show for it. How comes life cheated them so bad that they are not registered among part of the great people? You can clap for your father and say, my father is the greatest man I've ever knew. You are the only one that knows your father. There's a limitation to what you call greatness in keeping to your father. My mother is a very great woman. It's only you that know your mother. There's a limitation to her greatness. It was never designed to be so. In the beginning it was not so. Till now it's not so. We all are designed to be global representative. Generational blessings. Your blessing that God has deposited in you is not only meant to be for your immediate family, it's meant to be for the entire world. And I will show you how by the strength of an understanding, men have changed society, men have changed region, men have shaped the world. If everybody remain in their parlor obedient to their parents, they will never become what they became. So I want to let you understand, having come out from an humble background, a humble background like you, if you can sit and listen to me, if you can still believe that there is something at least to be reckoned in my life, it's because there are few things I have came to understand. And beyond the things my parents taught me, beyond the knowledge they had, Beyond one way or the other, I came to a point I realized that there is something wrong here. They are not wrong, but what they have ever believed were wrong. And I begin to find another pathway. And in my desperate quest and cry to God, Father, how will I survive? How will I ever become great in this life? How will my life ever change? That was when God began to reveal to me the 5 fingers of greatness. He said, these things will make you great, and these things will bring you money. I want to submit to you from now till Jesus will come. If it's for me to come to a point where I'll be looking for what to eat, that day will never come. Even if I don't submit my certificate at any place. It's not pride. I'm telling you. There are things I have engaged in for the past close to 10 years. That right now, even if I decide that I will do nothing, even not preach, I will still be blessed. Whether you are a music minister, whether you are a pastor, whether you are an academician, whether you are, it doesn't matter which sector you find yourself. Among these fingers, there is a way you can fit in yourself. I submit to you. And I will show you there are many people with all the disadvantage that you claim you had, yet again they are successful. What did they know? So because of this, I want to let you understand that there is what is referred to as the prime of greatness. The prime of greatness is how a time comes in your life when you have achieved everything you have achieved as a great person. The next thing you desire to do is to make others to become great. Greatness itself is not the stopping stone. Greatness itself, I assure you, is just but a stepping stone. Every great man, true great man, his desire is to see others become great like them. If you see any man that is selfish and is great, he was never truly great by God, through God. So the apex of our greatness is not that in ourselves we become great, it's that we put ourselves under a protocol to also help lift others. One of the only help you can do to us is that when you come to a point where you have achieved something, please show us how you have achieved it. One of the only way a fire is burning inside this hall now, literal fire, and men are about to perish, peradventure you find a way you escape outside. The only help you can give us is not to throw your ATM card inside for us, is to show us how you went out. The prime of greatness is not you becoming great, is to help others to become great. At the tail end, those that make many more people become great are the ones that are greater. But another big challenge is this: many people went through a lot to become great, and because of that, when they become great, they could no longer trust no one, because the great are always lonely. It's always lonely at the top. Do you know why? At the top is not saturated, it's only saturated at the bottom. Everybody you see striving to go to the top always face resistance. Why? Because this is the starting point. When you go up, there are things you knew that took you there. Nobody can bring you down. It will take yourself and God to bring you down. That is the danger of greatness. Because a time comes when you have become great by yourself, and I'm assuring you, because you have ascended that echelon by yourself, it becomes almost impossible for anybody to bring you down, because there are things you have known and it has sustained you there. So in this kingdom economy, anything that God communicates to you, it will be wise of you to also communicate it unto others. Why? So that they can be able to join together with you in the prime, in greatness.